forgot my headphones. Oh no, they're right here. Going to play some music too. Some background, calming, beautiful, peaceful, inspirational music. Hello, my beautiful Facebook family. So, day 14 of Temple Body Devotion. I wanted to reflect today. I really just sat here for a moment and I asked myself what message was coming through today for day 14 of 21. What I reflected yesterday on this 21 day was that I don't quit. No matter what I do, I just don't quit. Thinking back and reflecting back on my life, what I've done, where I've been, relationships, jobs, I just don't quit that easily. And not that I won't quit, I do quit when it's time to quit, but I don't quit halfway through. And I don't like to just half do anything. Usually it just has to be done. And if I begin something, it's gonna be completed. So what I was reflecting on today, and today I actually I'm taking myself currently through the spiral. And finally today I did a level 4, which is the heart. And one of the emotions that we clear in the spiral is reason. And the emotion that showed up for me at 2 years old was resilience. And resilience is something that I can always relate in my life. So if there was a block in resilience for me at 2 years old, it's definitely, I can see myself being even more so resilient, and I have been resilient in my life. And at 2 years old, or almost 2 years old, I actually lost my mom temporarily. I lost my mom for 5 years of my life. She got in a motorcycle accident and was taken into a hospital with her leg literally just hanging on a thread. And her leg was saved and she was saved, but it took 5 years of her going through hospital to hospital and having to recover and heal from this accident. So I became without parents, and my dad wasn't around at about 18 months old or so. And I could see how that part of my life created a strong resilience for me to be able to overcome anything else that I had to overcome. Resilience is the ability to withstand any circumstance or condition. So, and even though this just a simple 21-day challenge requires resilience, it's not a resilience to overcome something hard, but it's to truly overcome ourselves, to come to terms with ourselves, to what we know we must do in order to complete it or in order to fulfill it for ourselves. They could be hard things on the external world that we might have to deal with, but unless we deal with our own shit inside, we are not capable or able to deal with the external hardships or circumstances or conditions, and especially conditions that are placed upon us from the moment we were born. The conditioned and the dogma that's been taught to us, the stories that were passed on to us from our mothers, grandmothers, grandfathers, fathers, just really sitting today in that generational resilience as well. Couple of other emotions that we clear. Why did this stop playing? Couple of other emotions we clear in level 4 of the spiral are acceptance and love. And the acceptance came up with repression. And, not having enough, and repression in, since such a young age. Losing my mom for 5 years and not having that love, the unconditional love, acceptance of a mother truly made me look, not having enough of that love, even when she came back into my life, and always searching for outside of myself, not truly knowing that it was always inside of me until like later in my life, just even a few years ago, not knowing that that love that I was always searching on the outside was truly within me, my own heart, and always having so much love towards others and not really giving it to myself, but seeking it in the external world. So the spiral is this incredible work to truly reawaken us to our true potential being. So the reflection that was present for me for this doing this 21-day challenge is that I just don't quit. I have so much resilience in me that no matter what, even if I haven't skipped a day, but even if I did skip a day, I would still finish it. And I was thinking about so many people that start something and they quit, or they desire something and they're passionate about it, and then it just kind of fizzles out and they quit. And they just don't fulfill it, or they don't continue, or they don't, And I was feeling into why is this? And there's so much programming and conditioning, and not enough resilience. We have not experienced enough resilience, that ability to withstand a circumstance or a condition. And we gave up and we became the victim of that circumstance. And not enough, and we don't have enough willpower. We haven't been taught how to have the willpower. Not enough courage and bravery. Not enough self-confidence. Not enough drive. And instead we have all these programs that are running our being, that are running our actions, that are running our behaviors. All the triggers that rise within us, and they're running our behaviors. They're running the way we speak, the way we act towards others, and also ourselves. And then we just quit. We quit and we go into our victimhood mentality. And also reflected on this really who we truly are behind all of that programming and conditioning. We are these divine beings who live upon this earth at this time, in these bodies, in these vessels, in these vehicles or containers, however you call it, this physical body that is truly grounded and stable, is creative and at ease, flowing with grace, courageous and brave, vulnerable and passionate, open and truthful and expressive, clear and true, and also aware and awake. If we could truly tap into that infinite true potential of our divine being, then our physical bodies don't stand a chance. all the programming, all the conditioning that's been placed upon our bodies, our brain, can be released and can co-create with that divine soul within. The divine soul truly isn't trying to take over the body and the actions. It truly wants to co-create together, with the divine force, so that we fulfill whatever mission, purpose, dharma we came here to live in these 100 years of this century that we're living in. And also, what can we do to help ourselves? And one of the things that has helped me is the spiral. The spiral has been an incredible journey. I began my own spiral journey a year and a half ago, and it hasn't even been a year since I finished the spiral. And from what I understand, it takes about a year to fully integrate all of the changes into our lives. And when I look back a year at myself, I can see how different I am now. And not that I am different in any way, in any bad way, but I am myself. I am more myself. And I feel like I have let go of some relationships and some things in my life, but they have been replaced with the most beautiful things that are meant for me to use as my resources and as my tools to do what I'm here to do, however it comes through. I'm here in service of the divine. I'm here to serve in however ways that I can. I'm a yoga teacher, I'm an energy healer, I'm a spiral practitioner, and I keep bringing up the spiral. It has helped me so much as an addition to what I was already doing, because I saw the potency of this work and the things it did for me in my life and my reawakening and realization of who I truly am. And so the spiral is one of the incredible things that can help us to reprogram and deconstruct the programming and the conditioning and the limited beliefs and the limiting thinking of who we think we are, but instead we begin to fully step into our right to live powerfully and to live truthfully with integrity and vulnerability, and to trust that we are guided every step of the way. And the most incredible things open up and opportunities open up for me, including I have created beautiful group courses to work with the shadows and to bring the light into the shadow aspects of ourselves. And I have been working with this for the past 3 or 4 years, but the spiral edition has truly has just added so much more depth, and to be able to release the shadows. And the shadows are those parts of ourselves that we have not been able to acknowledge yet, like the fear and the shame and the guilt and anger. And in the spiral, we clear 22 emotions total through the period of 7 times, of 7 sessions. And each time is an incredible journey up the spiral of your energy and who you are, and you begin to fully step into your true, full power and potential to be who you are in all your expression, however you express it. And it doesn't have to be called any specific label, as long as to you, you are aligned with your integrity, with your truth, with who you know you are. And if you don't know who you are, or if you don't know who your purpose, what your purpose is here, this is an incredible opportunity to find out who you are behind all those conditioned beliefs. This pure, true, highest self. However you can show up for yourself. So please reach out. I am here in service to reawaken all of humanity by doing my work and contributing my vibrational frequency of the divine to the global consciousness and to the great reawakening of all. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me for more info on Aspira. I'll be happy to share. And yeah, don't quit. My message today is don't quit. And just keep going, keep leaning into the programming, keep marching through it, keep stepping through all the illusions of who you are not. Because you're not those conditioned beliefs and stories. You are more than you can even imagine. So don't quit doing what you're doing. Keep showing up. Keep being strong and courageous. And the most important thing, be open-hearted and loving in your vulnerability, and trust that you are loved and you are desired, and just show up and you will be guided. So this is my message. Do not quit doing what you know you must. So thank you. Have a beautiful evening or morning. May all of our practices and all that we do truly benefit all of humanity and all living beings. Many blessings. Namaste.